All right. So I click on this. There, got my live stream thing opened. And I'm on. Hi, I'm Jordan Long, and I haven't done a YouTube live stream in some time. Like, so anyway, I got my live stream, I got my shout out box, I call it opened, learned how that went. It's been some time since I've done it. Had to put some time aside, Gotta have time because since live streams are not as are longer than uploads and stuff. Oh, hi, it's good to see you too. Thank you. Um, John, hi Dylan. You do a YouTube live stream? Yeah, Dylan, I did doing the YouTube live stream, and I could be on it. Yeah, you can. Oh, I got shit. It's good to see you, Dylan. Yeah, good to see you too, John. So you doing one of those YouTube live streams? Yeah, I am, Dylan. I mean, gotta hide your shoes. Yeah. So, Dylan, why do you always like being on my YouTube live streams? Jordan, just like being on your YouTube live streams. And then when I'm not on your YouTube live streams, I get like really, truly sad. Well, Dylan, it's good to see that you're no longer a frog or a toad anymore. That's right, I'm not frog toad no more. Jordan, someone wrote something on your shout out box. Yeah, I wrote it. It said, "Hi, Jordan. How are you going? Going well. Everything's good." So, Jordan, do you think that you gonna get that shot? Like, what shot are we talking about? You mean the COVID shot? Yeah, sometime next week. Well, the one you get, Jordan, hopefully it's a good one. Not the Johnson and Johnson one, that bad one, but the other one. What, the Morona one? The Marana one? The one that you go in one time and you got to go in again for it? Yeah, that one. Yeah, that's the one I'm going to get. That's the one I'm going to get. Well, then that good, John, because once you get the first shot in May and then you get the other shot in June, you don't have to wear hide no more. Well, unless wherever you go said you still have to, or you got to show them a sheet that says, "Oh, I got the shot." Yeah, I got some. So how is everything, Dylan? Everything doing well. I thought you like I said, I didn't think I was going to be in a YouTube live stream. Well, Dylan, I know how you always like being in my YouTube live streams. Joe, no one else coming on. Yeah, it looks like Dylan. It looks like no one else is coming on right now. No one coming on right now, Dylan said. Why is that? I don't know. Oh, hello, Jordan. A great stream. Oh, yes, thank you. Come on, Jordan's live stream. Yes, Dylan. You got some stuff on your layer already. How can I have stuff on my layer? No, I got stuff on myself. I got stuff on myself. I was a messy eater. Yeah, we did eat, didn't we? Yeah, we ate. It was Mom, Dad, Zenos Osmond, Jade, Gabrielle, it was you. Philip, he's like, the helper around the house, the caretaker, I guess you would say, housekeeper. Yeah. So, also, Joan, there's also been, Omen Boy's been making films about you and what you do. Yeah, I do know that, Dylan. I have at least your shoes showing. Yeah. Dylan, my shoes are going to show. I can't hide them. They're going to show. I can't do anything about hiding them, Dylan, all right? But why do you care if my shoes are showing? It's like, dude. Well, let's talk about something else, Dylan. Like, you're a former two-time TWF 24/7 winner. Yeah, I am. Gonna get it back again. You're gonna get it back again? Yeah, I am. It's showing again. Dylan, they're gonna keep on showing. So you better just stop it. Dylan, they're my shoes. They're gonna keep on showing. No need what you do, so just leave them alone. All right. So, how long you gonna do YouTube live stream for? I don't know. You don't know? No, I don't. Yeah, how come you don't do YouTube live stream all the time? Because I don't got a lot of time. A live stream isn't like an upload. You got to put a lot of time aside to do it, and you just can't make. I guess there are folks that make little or small live streams, but a live stream is bigger. Takes longer time than an upload, so you got to have a lot of time aside. If you're going to do a live stream, you don't have anything else that needs to be done. Right. So, looks like not really anyone else here on my YouTube live stream. Just got like 2 followers, and that's it, There should be more on your YouTube live stream. Yeah, John, there should be more folks on there. Yeah, well, I have no runner lead, Dylan, over how many folks, how many followers, or how many watchers I get for my YouTube live stream. Well, John, if everybody liked you, guess they don't. It's all right, Dylan. It's going to be all right. If I only get at least 2 folks on my YouTube live stream, it's going to be good. Look, I gotta go now. All right? Yeah. Hold on, John. I just forgot about something else you got to do. Like what? You still got the other TWF film and Xena's film. You got to end watching those soon. Yeah, I know that, Dylan. Thank you for telling me. So I gotta put Dylan back now. And someone out there is going to say, I'm going to put Dylan back now. Well, looks like I only got 2 followers on my YouTube live stream that I'm doing today. It is what it is. So we just read them before I bring someone else on here. Hi, Jordan. How's it going? Going well. Hello, Jordan. Great stream. Thank you. And we'll just read what it says. Welcome to the live talk. Rethink your guard to keep your watch and your own, and also the side of the followership oversight. It goes, wow. It said, what is that? Toby? Toozy? I don't know what that word is. The way it looks like to me, it's written like TOOZTOZOT. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. one of my YouTube live streams. Oh, I got stuff in my hair. I got things in my hair. You know what that goes like. Shut up, Gabrielle. No, I want to shut up. I don't want you to go yawning on one of my YouTube live streams. Yeah, I might come on your YouTube live stream. I don't want that. Yeah, the hungry ghost again is yawning. You got to give it something to eat. Yeah, so I haven't done a YouTube live stream in some time. And this is what I see on my side. I'm sure everyone's going to see the same thing if you're a mate or not. We got this fighter on the side. And then you got your shout out box, as I call it, on this side. But I don't know what TOOTOZ means. So I don't know what that word means. I don't. Some borrowed word, I would think. And I don't know what it means. So why you said it, I don't know. So my god brother Dylan was first on my YouTube live stream. He likes to be in my YouTube live streams, and if he's not in them, he gets sad. You know? Am I going to have anyone else on my YouTube live stream? I don't know. Not sure. You know? And I know there's some folks out... Stop clearing my throat. Stop for doing that. There are some folks out here. There are some folks on YouTube where they'll go on and they'll set a time when they're going to do their YouTube live stream because they know when they're going to do their YouTube live stream. Well, in mine, I don't know when I'm going to do it. I just know, like I didn't know I was going to be in the mood to do one today until now. So setting up a thing wouldn't work. And even if you do set it up, you still have to know, if you don't know of anyone, even if you do set it up, folks still have to be on YouTube to see it. And I know my YouTube live streams aren't that good, you know, they're not, I mean, I get a lot of folks watching them, probably more folks watching my live streams than my uploads, you know. So that's probably one, clear my throat. Sad for doing that. That's probably one thing that, you know, Natalie Tang, if I'm saying that right, never did. You know. So I gotta start. I gotta bring someone else on my YouTube live stream. No, that's going to be. Anyway, I got stuff in the back of my shirt. But nothing I can do about that. Now can I? No, I guess I cannot. Anybody on my YouTube live stream? I hope so. Oh, my neck. You're necky. Yeah, my necky. Well, I got someone else on my YouTube live stream now. Sad for clearing my throat. I really have no runner lead over it. Let's see what they wrote down here. It says, it looks like unicorns. Yes, and that's what they are. Well, Jordan, it's good to be on your YouTube live stream. Right, Ethan? Good to see you on my YouTube live stream, too. Oh, God. Well, it's good to see you on a YouTube live stream too. It said, I love the toasting marshmallow. I don't know what you mean by that, meaning that you like eating marshmallows. Then if that's what you mean, then okay, good for you. I don't like them. When I did eat them, I just ate them as they were. Never burnt or anything like that. You having a hang up? Yeah, I am. I just can't stand right. Someone at, I guess, Hasbro didn't know, for Southern ground just made it where I couldn't stand well without no stand. There's no hole to put my foot in anyway. And then they made it where I can actually put my staff through my hand. That's like completely offshoot from what they do with the Power Rangers, where you got to break one of the fingers putting a staff or the gun or the sword or the knife or whatever in their hand. Yeah. So aren't you from that film about where you had to go get your father back, but you made a mistake and you only brought half of him back, so you had until the end of the day to get him back? Yeah, that would be right. Then you were from the McDonald's Happy Meal in the beginning. Yes, I was from the McDonald's Yes, I was from the McDonald's Happy Meal in the beginning. Yeah, I like to say this was Zordon's staff. Oh no, it looks more like Queen Beryl's staff. Yeah, if I gave that to her, it'd probably be a lot more. This probably should have been the staff she should have had. So clear my throat. Well, thank you for liking my YouTube live stream. Well, Jordan, why are you always clearing your throat all the time? I don't know. I just do it. I have no run or lead over it. You gonna get the COVID shot? Next week. I'm gonna get the COVID shot or whatever folks want to call it. So I get one of these little sheets that will say, I got my COVID shot at Giant Eagle, and so gave it to me, and I am good for how many years? I don't know. You get the first one in May, you go get the next one in June, and I guess there's so many years before you got to go and get some more. And then someone says, let me go look at your sheet while you don't got to hide on. Oh, I see. You got your COVID shot. All right, carry on. I guess that's how it would work. Yeah, I guess so. That's how it would work. Sad for clearing my throat. And that's if someone actually axes to look at your sheet. If they choose not to look at your sheet, then it's whatever. Yeah, I guess so. You gotta clean this off. Jordan, there's hair around your ear. I know. I can't do anything about it. Sad for clearing my throat. I just don't know why it keeps happening. You can't. Sad for clearing my throat. Forgive me for that. Okay, Ethan says, yeah, how many times are you going to clear your throat, Jordan, in your YouTube live stream? I don't know how many times I'm going to clear my throat. I don't know. Yeah. So now you see why now you see why you don't do so well. Yeah, well, it's going to be 8 years come May 29th for me. Because I've been on YouTube since 20, sir, between YL. Now I'm hiccups now. I've been on YouTube since probably 23rd between YL. So that would make 8 years come the 29th. Oh, you're so great. I'm a big follower of your fairway. Thank you. I have this hang up about clearing my throat. Need be you're coming down with something. Like what? Like what am I going to get? I don't know. Well, anyway, I just know that you're from that Disney Pixar film. I don't know its name, but I know it's about, you had to go and bring your father back because you had this spell, but the spell didn't work fully, and only brought half of him back. So you and your friends had to go out and somehow get something to do the full spell to bring him back by the end of the day. That's all I know. And I also know that I got all you from the McDonald's Happy Meal back in the day when they first came out. And then I got the big offshoot of you from Big Lots. You going to get the big offshoot from all my other friends? Yeah, I will. If I ever go back to Big Lots again. Either that be the West Mifflin Borough offshoot or the North Bacilles Township offshoot. I think if I ever go back to Big Lots again, and it's a North Bacilles Township offshoot, because I know, Jordan, they got toy boats and toy ships there. Not so much at the West Mifflin Borough one. No, and next time I go there, I'm going to get your friends. Well, Jordan, I'm sad that you're having this thing with your throat where you're either coughing or clearing your throat. You sure you're not coming down with something? Yeah. Why would I be coming down with something? I don't know. I don't know. There's just something in my throat, something I got to clean out. Well, Ethan says, I don't know what's going on, Jordan. You might have to go and get something to drink. Well, if that's true, then I'm going to have to do it. Because, this YouTube, you can't steal a YouTube live stream. Like, if you're doing a film, you can steal your film, but you can't steal the YouTube live stream. Because unlike... Okay, that's it. I'm going to go get something to drink. I'll be back. I am sick of this whole clear my throat shit. Oh, not again. Come on. Well, Jordan, I guess I got to be going. All right, Ethan, thank you for coming on my YouTube live stream. I'm sick and tired of clearing my throat shit, but thank you for being on my YouTube live stream. You're welcome. Yeah. And if I do have to go and get something to drink, there's nothing I can't steal it. Yeah, for whatever grounds, I've been clearing my throat, all through my YouTube live stream. There it goes again. And I don't know why. So let me read what I got here. You're so great. I'm a big follower of your YouTube of your fairway. Thank you. That was kind of you. I think I ran some of you folks off by clearing my throat, but it is what it is, This is true life, all right? This is true. You can't shift it. You can't clean it out. You can't undo it. And some folks out there might ask, why I don't pick someone to handle my shout out box for me. Because I don't really know if I can trust anyone to do it. I know what to look for. I know what I let folks do and what I don't let folks do. I know who to lock and hush and who not to. And if you give that to someone else, they might not know what to lock and what to hush. They might not know what to look for, what to do, you know? So, no, I think I'll just handle it myself. I'm sick of clearing my throat. Why is this happening? I don't know. Am I coming down with something? Now I gotta clean my eyewear. Oh God, this is one of the binds of any kind of eyewear. I don't care if it's eyeglasses, reading glasses, or all in sunglasses, or all in one. All in one. You gotta clean them. Stop gagging. I blow my nose, I guess. All right. I don't really know how long my YouTube live stream's been. Let me pull my shout out box aside and look at my timer. I really wish they wouldn't do this. I guess I'll just put it here. But no, it's in the way of my film. Forgive me for clearing my throat, folks, but there's really nothing I can do about it. Yeah, except we all know that the Jeez, what's going on here? So anyway, we all know my YouTube live. We all know that the YouTube tool that everyone guilts every bad choosing and bad pick on YouTube since last year. They probably believe that the YouTube tool is going to come on and say, "Oh, someone's gagging, someone's coughing." Oh, got a flag that. I don't know what's going on. I can't. I don't know what's going on. So forgive me. I know you folks, probably see more greater YouTube live streams than me. Someone who can't even talk well without clearing their throat many times. And why? I don't know. So we all know that here we go again. I'm getting irked. I really am. I'm sick of this clearing my throat when there's no grounds for it. And for all I know, all I know is that when this YouTube live stream's done, someone's going to take it. Well, not take the full thing, but they're going to take a little break out of it, and then they're going to show it where I'm clearing my throat and say, "This is someone clearing their throat," and then laugh at me about it. Oh well, can't be helped. I don't really care. So it looks like I'm not getting anyone else in my YouTube live stream. Yeah, I ran them off by clearing my throat. Yep. They probably is like, whoa, she's going to keep on clearing her throat. I don't want to watch this film anymore. It's getting boring now. I got to go somewhere else now. Fuck this. Well, if you thought that clearing my throat was bad or something, well, you should have seen my films back in the day, my old YouTube fairways, where I was sneezing all the time. Or how about the ones where I was burping all the time? You thought that was bad. So now I'm going to go show you something that I take every night to help me sleep, called Rite Aid sleeping pills. Rite Aid sleep aid. Yeah. Oh. What to do now? I don't know. I come on my YouTube live stream. I only get some folks watching. Do I need to end it? I don't know. I truly don't know. Well, I guess here we go again. I clear my throat. I'm getting irked over this. I truly am. Well, don't care. We don't care, Jordan, if you clear my throat too. I've been posting, so I've been filming, clips and other hangouts. Yeah, that's true. So I did see the film where we talked about where I got this far speaker, LG far speaker from Verizon, at least out in the film, and it didn't work. Couldn't get it to do any of the tools and the settings. And then we talked to Verizon, and they said they could never ever get it to work right either. And then we started getting hang-ups with, oh well, you had to for a fee for getting the new far speaker, a fee for shifting everything to the new one, a fee for shifting everything back to the old one. On that film, and then I end with that film. Well, I did make films back in the day talking about my hang-ups with, far speakers, wireless far speakers, also dealing with Tradecraft Guild, Help Guild. So, yeah. Some folks out there, I want to say thank you for making all those films that you've been making, offshooting from what I've been doing. It's going to be like 8 years soon. Yeah, come to May 29th, going to make 8 years for that. Well, I get someone else on our YouTube live stream now. I already had my godbrother Dylan on. I already had someone else on. And all this gagging, coughing, I don't know what you call it, clearing throat stuff started happening. It's like sad. Like some of my YouTube live streams are like, I think they're like, I don't know. All right. Well, Jordan, I'm Andrade Cien. Yes, I do know that. You do know I'm a former WWE NXT heavyweight winner and a former WWE Wanted Rights winner. Yeah, I do know that. Well, Jordan, you do something that Naughties and Natalie Tang and her community channel or followership Fairway would done. Live streams. Yeah, she only made one film, and it was like in December of last year, and then she hasn't made any more since then. I made a lot more films than she did. Yeah, you did. So, are you still a bloodsucker hunter? Yeah, I still am. I'm still a bloodsucker hunter. You see the films when I dusted Gangrel and Kevin Thorne and Vlad Dracula and The Master, and all of them. Yeah. And so I'm still a bloodsucker hunter. Well, that's good to know. So, so what else? I don't know. You know, you're not sure what else to do. Yeah, I just know I've been clearing my throat way too much on Andrade Cien. You know, and I don't know why. Well, I heard you're going to be getting a COVID shot sometime next week. Yeah, the COVID 9 between shot, the COVID 20 shot. I get a shot in May. Then I got to go and get another shot in June. Then I get this sheet that probably reads something like, I got my shot at Giant Eagle. My shot was given to by, and you got to fill in the blank who did it. My shot is good to, then it tells you the date you got the shot and how good you are for you to get another shot. Yeah. And that's if someone asks you to look at you. You know? You're not getting this shot because someone, made you feel guilty. No, why would anyone make me feel guilty? The last time I checked, getting a shot is one's choosing. There's no law or oversight that says you have to get this shot. I'm going to tell you right now, Jordan, don't get the Johnson & Johnson shot. I'm not getting that one. I'm getting the Miranda, whatever they call that one. I can't say it right. But I'm getting the greater one. Yeah. So, when's that going to happen? Oh, sometime next week, I'm going to go and get it. And then you want to wear a mask and you want to wear a hide anymore. Oh, May until June when I get my 2-forward one. Then I probably won't have to wear a hide anymore. Or I still will wear my hide. I don't know. Because I've been wearing my hide since like March of last year. It's like it's away now. So if I stop wearing it and someone's going to ask me, can I look at your sheet? Then you show them the sheet and they go, oh, all right, you're good. Well, what are folks going to do with their hides now if they don't have to have them anymore? I guess keep them because you never know. You might have to have them again. Yeah, you never know. Right about that. Well, it says here, we do not care, Jordan, if you clear my throat too. I've been having some hang-ups too and other things. Yeah. Well, that's good to know. I mean, good to know you don't care about me clear my throat. But as far as your things going, not so good. But I'm sorry to hear that you're having some hang-ups yourself. And it's cool that your mother did happen to get a doll like me. So yeah. What do you mean? I mean, Omen Boy's mother happened to get a doll of me at some, I guess large sale. It must have been a garage sale, some large sale where someone was selling, and he started making films like I do. But in a way, at least he skilled his film shifting tool. Yeah, don't get me started, Jordan, with those film shifting tools. The Microsoft one is shit. The ArcSoft one is shit. Cyberlink one is shit. The Apple one is shit. So is Sony. Macicam shit. And so is Last Cut shit. Yeah, they're all shit on Andrade Cien, but none of them work right. None of them are good. I really don't need to have any of them, do I? It said, I was so happy when she showed it to me. The doll was a great likeness, I think. It is. Only I think one of my bands on one of my ear, on the side of the doll you have, is coming down. You might have to pull it back up a bit. But besides that, that was good. So what made your mother happen to want to buy that when she saw it? Did you tell your mother about me and what I do with Jordan? So that's what gave her the thought of doing it. Oh, I guessed it. David may have said something to her about, well, my friend Dwayne on YouTube and Twitter does a show with a doll, a Far Eastern doll, and stuff, and she may have saw it and said, "Oh, David will like this." That's probably how it went. Yeah. What was the first film? Oh, the first film he did was when me and King and Demian talked about, Reckoners, about the upcoming Reckoners, the ones in his time and the ones in my time. And then it went to dealing with Russia, White Moon, and going to Wendy's, and it had dealing with LG and Verizon and all that lovely shit. you know? Yeah. But I'm sure he's going to probably make some other Sailor Moon ones, other Jordan ones, and I'm sure that if he ever does a Xena one day, probably will do that. Oh, I don't know. I gotta get going. Why do you mean I gotta get going? Yeah, we all know, Jordan, that you're. Oh, there goes the burp now. First we're clearing that throat, then we were hiccuping, now here comes the burp. Hey, don't forget about the yawns, Jordan. Don't forget about the yawns. Yeah. Andrade Ciambis. If I'm saying it right. But you know me, I'm probably not. Read here, it says, yes, my mother knows that I'm a follower and we talk. My mother knows that I'm a follower and we talk about her seeking a cool doll, since it was a likeness of Jordan and it reminded me of that saga or tale. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know that. Well, Jordan said, where I first came from a sagas and tales of books known as Jordan Long, Bloodsucker Slayer. And then, well, in those books, and then I started doing my first YouTube fairway, Miss Jordan Long, right back around 2010 YL. And then I shut that one down. Then I did another one called Jordan Mulan Long, and then I shut that one down, and we're going with that one. And then the Jordan Long, then the Jordan Channel 20 before I ended up shutting that down. And there were grounds for I didn't know what I was doing with those ones. And keep in mind, in the early days, I had shifted my likeness a lot. First, I was this Barbie doll that wasn't even Far Eastern. Then I shift over to this Far Eastern Filipino doll later on. And then years later, I was going as this Dawnlandish doll before I fell down one day and broke my leer. Then I offshooted myself to some wax doll for a while, man-made, woman-made wax doll, before I became this one back in 29 between YL. So the Jordan Long, this is the longest channel fairway I've had, going back to at least 23rd between YL. Started at 8 years ago, May 19th, May 29th. It goes, Jordan, it's my birthday. Can you say happy birthday? Happy birthday, Omega. Or Mega, or I don't know if that's what your handle is or your name on YouTube fairway, but there you go. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happened. And what really got me into doing it, you're welcome. Well, what got me into doing it in the first stead was that there's the community channel or the followership fairway done by Natalie Tang. I guess it's Tang. I guess it's Tan. And I started doing what she did. And there were many other folks on YouTube who do what I do. But I offshoot it from her and many others. And even though all those other folks that I have on my YouTube fairway have more followers and more, watch time than I do and more words, but I probably make a lot more films than they do. Or at least I make more films than she does. Not saying much. They're like, oh, Jordan, you made more films than Natalie Tang. Yeah, Natalie Tang. Yeah, I did. I mean, she stopped making films back in February of 27 between YL. Didn't come back until December of 2020 to make one last film. And that's it. So not so much for catching up now, is it? Yeah. So here, I got some other things I guess I want to do. And I got to bring someone else on here, that Twistler. Yeah, bring him on. Why not? Why not? So we can start that lovely thing again. Oh, come on. Well, I guess you're not in this one then. Yeah. Yeah, he's in that one then. Yeah, he's in this one. Yeah, he's in this one. Oh, yeah. Ha, ha, ha. Let's read what we got here before that. It goes, Natalie was so funny. I watch her old films, so you have more interesting than her short than more needed Saga and Till films than her. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. Because it's me and other folks in the films, not her playing as herself and others. You know me, Jordan. I was in some of your films. Yeah, I was. Oh, God, no. Yeah. You ever want to... Yeah, you were the far speaker that I had to talk to. I did have a hang-up many times with LG back in the day. I had to hang up with Track Force. That did happen. I don't know if the film I made on it was like months ago, years ago, I guess. And it may have played out almost the same way it played out in the film that he made. Yeah, and I was in that one. Yeah, sure you were. Yeah, the same one in the film. And if you're thinking about the films that you're thinking of, you see, now, Jordan, why is it that he only sends you the film through Twitter and no one else? I don't know, because he chooses to make his films that way. He chooses to make them unlisted or whatever you want to call them. It's up to him, and he chooses to do it. You want to go through and do it again? Oh, I want to go do the bullshit again, right? No. Lord Twister. Whatever. I'm not going to go for that shit. Like I said, I had to go and then get my old far speaker back, get all my settings set back to that again, get all the fees taken off that were put on by mistake when their layout fucked up. And I had to send a Verizon far speaker back. So that's what happened in that film. Oh, Jordan, you want to show everybody the one that your far speaker? Yeah, I know. It's a Trackforce LG one. The old one. And it's not a wise one. It's one of those dumb ones. Yeah, well, I heard LG's no longer making far speakers anymore at all. Yeah. I guess good for me, I guess. But anyway, it is what it is. So go show them that. Oh, first I gotta do some stuff on Unseen Soft Windows 10. So sit right there. I gotta do this. If I don't go through and clean everything out of it, then you'll get one or two kind of lockups. You'll get one lockup where it freezes, and then you gotta do a hard shutdown or pull the strength off of it. Or you'll get one where it locks up and goes, eh. We love those ones. And it always seems to do it when you're listening to something, when you're watching something. Yeah, those are lovely ones. And if there are folks out there who think that it only happens to a Unseen Soft Windows reckoner, I'm sure that those things happen to a Apple Macintosh OS reckoner, to a Gentoo Linux reckoner, to a Google Chrome OS reckoner, and sure, probably doesn't happen to an Apple iOS reckoner or a Google Android reckoner, too. Because the only layouts I know of right now is Microsoft Windows, Gentoo Linux, Apple Macintosh OS, Apple iOS, Google Android, Google Chrome OS. And the only ones I ever really trusted was Microsoft Windows or Google Chrome OS. I never had any Apple Macintosh I know I had no Apple Macintosh OS reckoner. And what I never understood about it was, yeah, I just ran update on Unseen Windows Fighter, and it was last updated today at 3:09 p.m. So I keep all that up to date. But here's one thing I don't understand about Apple and their reckoners, the Macintoshes they call them, is why did everyone calls a Microsoft reckoner, they call them PCs. But then with the Apple, they call them Macs. Well, they're both PCs. One just happens to run Microsoft Windows, and the other one just happens to run Apple's Macintosh OS. And one happens to run Gentoo Linux, one happens to run Google Chrome OS, one happens to run Google Android, and Apple iOS. I don't know. Is it true that Apple reckoners don't have any stronghold from evilware? They got a firewall and some tool that goes through and reads every tool and every webstead that you go on, and then if that tool or webstead doesn't meet whatever standard, it won't let it go in. But if you fight it enough, it will let it go in. But I don't think it has any kind of evilware stronghold tool that I know of. I could be wrong about that. They're right. They're both own reckoners. Well, since you got an Apple Macintosh reckoner with Apple Macintosh OS, tell me, do Apple reckoners have any kind of evilware stronghold tool, or do you got to put some kind of other tool on it? You know? Because I really don't know. All I know is I never had one, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? And Apple reckoners are worth as much as a Microsoft one and a Google one. So at the end of the day, they're worth about the same. Yeah. That's true. You never had any Apple tools? No, never did. You know. But you ever notice, Jordan, that in a lot of films and farcier shows and plays, they always got Apple Macintosh OS reckoners. Why is that? Because that's what they had on them, Jordan. Whatever reckoner that the film or the play or the show business had, that's the tool they went with. It's not like Apple went around and say, hey, do you mind if we put our reckoner in your film or your play or your farcier show and give us a half of income from it? You guess you're right. You know, I guess you're right about that. Did you eat supper? Yeah, I did. I ate meal. I had one of hoagies. Yeah? Yeah, I did. I ate one of hoagies. Yes, I did. Yeah, I ate about 4. Let's read here. It said there is no built-in there's no built-in and there's no built-in Evilware Stronghold tool. I think that Apple Macintosh reckoners are unable to Evilware, but most folks work with Windows, so hackers target them more. Yeah, that is true. That there are more folks that have Microsoft Windows than Apple Macintosh OS or Google Chrome OS or Google Android or Apple iOS or Genico Linux. But I think there are hackers out there who do make evilware to go after Apple Macintosh OS. But since there's a lot more folks out there that have Microsoft Windows and a lot of out-of-date Windows, like 95, 98, 20, Millennium, Longhorn, XP, Vesta 7, them being the out-of-date ones, more hackers tend to want to fuck around with Microsoft Windows more than they want to fuck around with Apple's Macintosh OS. Not that they don't want to. They just see it's more fun. Hey, more folks have Microsoft Windows, and more folks have out-of-date offshoots, and hey, more folks don't keep up to date with their updates for Defender, Fighter, for Edge, and for Windows. Ha ha! I can make some evilware that can take the upside on that. But when it comes to Apple Macintosh OS, I think there are just some outstanding hackers out there that go, oh, well, I can fuck around Apple Macintosh OS if I want to, but why do I want to do that when I can fuck around Microsoft Windows more? Yeah, but the one layout that no hacker has ever been able to fuck with is Google Chrome OS. Now, I had a Google Chrome base from, I'm going to say, from 2015 YL until 2020 YL, because Google only gives you 5 years of updates and backing. And that was the only one that no hacker ever seeked a way to do anything with. But then again, I guess I kept my shit up to date during that time. So, but just to tell anyone, you got to keep Windows and Edge and Fighter up to date. You got to keep Mac OS and Safari and everything else up to date. And that goes also for your Google Chrome OS. You got to keep Chrome OS up to date with everything. And you got to keep, Linux up to date. You got to keep iOS and Android up to date too. So let's see. Yeah, we're still good. Yeah. It said, I think that the Mac evilware is strong. It said, well, guards from tools when it comes to software updates. I mean, I haven't had a hang up with mine since 29 between YL. Well, that was when I got my first Apple's Macintosh OS reckoner. Was it? Yeah. So you only have that one going back that long. Yeah, I think as long as you keep all your stuff up to date, as long as you keep Edge and Windows and Fighter up to date, as long as you keep Mac OS and Safari up to date and everything, then I think you're less likely to get anything than you are if you don't. You know, the folks out there that usually get themselves in a bind are those who have an out of date offshoot that they haven't keep up to date. Those who don't keep their shit up to date, no need what the layout may happen to be, either be Windows, Mac OS, Chrome OS, Linux, iOS, or Android. But then again, what do I know? You know? Well, you know, Jordan, there used to be this old fight between Microsoft and Apple, but it mostly became the fight between Microsoft, Apple, and Google over it. Yeah, well, at least one thing that Apple and Microsoft do is every so many years you can jump to a new offshoot of Windows 10 or Mac OS, something that you can't do with Google. You got to get a whole new reckoner. And something you can't do with Gentoo, you got to get a whole new reckoner. Yeah, that's fucked up. You know? That is fucked up. You know? Yeah. That is true. You know? That is true, though. Well, Jordan, I gotta go now. But that is true about that stuff. You know, about all those things. You know. So, is it true that? Well, Jordan, it is true that Microsoft and Apple are the only ones that, will give you a update to the new offshoot of Windows 10 or Mac OS when the time comes. Something that Google and Gentoo don't do. If you want to keep up with Google Chrome OS, you got to get a whole new reckoner in 5 years. If you want to keep up with Gentoo Linux, you got to get a whole new reckoner in 5 years. Yeah, that is dumb. At least that's something that Apple and Microsoft both do right. Something that Microsoft actually learned from Apple. Believe that or not. Now, as far as Apple and Microsoft learn, as far as that goes, that would be frightening. Yep, it would be. Pretty much these days, Microsoft tends to learn from Apple the way Apple learned from Microsoft, the way that at the end of the day, the one that Microsoft learned from Google when it came to sandboxing and making a Windows, it didn't go to hell, and then learned from the updating of offshoots of Windows 10 the same way that you offshoot from offshoots of Mac OS, which I don't really know because I never had an Apple Macintosh reckoner, either desktop or laptop. So your guess is good as mine. It said Google Chrome OS is good, but you had to pick a Google Chromebook, a Google Chrome base. And how many years of backing? Well, I had a Google Chrome base from 2015 YL to 2020 YL. They only give you 5 years of backing and updates. So you'll be having to get a new Google Chromebook every 5 years to keep up with the updates and the backing. Which, if you had an Apple Macintosh MacBook or Apple Macintosh reckoner, or even with say a Microsoft Windows reckoner or Unseen Soft Windows reckoner, you could always update to a new offshoot of Windows 10 when Microsoft gave it to you. Or you could always offshoot yourself to a new offshoot of Mac OS when Apple gave it to you. So you could always keep up with it, and you didn't have to jump and get a whole new layout or to get a new reckoner. You know? And a lot of folks like to say, oh, Google Chrome OS is nothing more than an Apple Macintosh OS knockoff. Not true. They might start out saying Chrome instead of showing you an Apple thing. But guess what? That's probably where the big likenesses end. If there's anything at all, most likely Genico Linux is more of a knockoff of Apple Macintosh OS than Google Chrome OS is. At least that's my belief. You know? So, let's see. You want to go show? Jordan said, I've been having hang-up sleeping since February and March. What I've been taking every night to help me sleep. I got 2 bottles of this. This is one of them. Rod Aid Sleep Aid. Take 2 about 7. Go to sleep about 11. You're out. And here's the first bottle right here. I do that every night. You know? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. You know? Oh, and that, does everyone think of those old boosterings and showings they used to talk back in the day where there was a unseen soft Windows reckoner and an Apple Macintosh OS reckoner, and then they would talk about the big likenesses and unlikeness between those two. Oh, well, we both got sandboxes. No, we both got firewalls. We both do updates. We both got these and that. But then Apple will be like, oh, all the tools on mine are all Apple tools. And Microsoft be like, all my tools are third gathering tools. And it'd be like, oh, well, and they did go back and forth saying how they were all unlike each other. But, yeah. It says, yeah, I guess that's good to know, that it works. Yep. Because I started having hang-up sleeping going back to around February into March. And ever since I've been taking that, that's been helping me. And God forbid when those 2 cans run out, probably gotta get another one of them. Because, most folks, yeah. So I take that, then about 7, then about 9, about 10-ish or so, close to 11, I go to sleep and it works. And I sleep through, yeah. Sure. And this kind of stuff doesn't harm you in any way. So it is what it is. And I don't know. I just want to, get away from. I just want to say this whole talk about that. But then there might be someone out there that might, say, oh, you never had that before. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm a bloodsucker hunter. I hunt bloodsuckers. And you've seen some of my films when I was fighting Vlad Dracula or the Master, I should say the teacher, I guess. I don't know. Gangrel, Kevin Thorne. So it is what it is. Go and get someone else on your YouTube live stream. Nah, guess so. No free room. Oh, put it back. You know who to put in your film. Ah. It's another thing. It said, Jordan, you should hold another. You should hold that. Nah. What I should do is I should hold. What I should do is I should do a Rite Aid sleep aid gathering. But then my godmother Zena and Cameron might think, oh well, Jordan, you can't go around and do that. Even if it's over a counter, it might harm folks if you start taking it without for not taking it. What do you want, Rini, Salem Mini Moon? Oh, I want to be on your YouTube fairway. And since Serena, Salem Moon's not doing anything, I thought I should do it. Yeah. Where did you come from? I'm going to say some shop somewhere in Rome, New York, Wanted Rikes. I don't know. Yeah, that'll be about right, though. So, what are you going to do, Jordan? You going to do one of those you going to do a Rite Aid, Sleep Aid gathering or something like that? Yeah, I used to do shit like that back in the day. Well, now you got to watch it, Jordan. You can't do that. Someone might think that you're promoting something bad. Yeah. What do you mean I'm doing something bad? Yeah, well, you got a lot of folks on your YouTube live stream. I mean, yeah, I do, Sailor Mini Moon. I do, Rini. That'd be Sailor Small Moon, Sailor Little Moon, because Chibi, that is a Dawnlandish borrowed name, and Minnie is a French borrowed name, borrowed word. Yes, it is. You would think that you'd be more iffined already, Jordan. You think you'd be well known, and you would think you'd be onlooked, and you'd think you'd be iffined. Oh, I guess I'm onlooked. I don't know if I'm iffined or not. I guess I'm always working, always busy, so I guess I am iffined. You know? Um, yeah, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So I heard you were talking about the unlikenesses. I heard you were talking about all kinds of things. And you spent most of your YouTube live stream clearing your throat and stuff like that. Hi. Yeah, I did. You know? You know what you remind me of, Rini, Sailor Mini Moon? Who do I remind you of? You remind me of my younger sister Jade. Why? In which way? I don't know, the boys. Yeah. No, being irksome. That would be it. That was the big thing, being irksome. Yeah, well, I was doing it. All right, I get it. I get it, because Duckling Duck had some selfhood, I guess, some self that would some he had someone on his show that did it, but I actually did it before Jane Chan did it on Jackie Chan. All right, so I kind of beat her with that. Actually, you actually did it long before so and so and Duckling Duck did it, and so or someone so before someone and Jackie Chan did it. Yeah, because Jade Chan got nothing on me at being irksome. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I guess that's true. Well, oh, At least you're not as, at least, you're more cool than Sailor Moon Serena is. Well, don't say that. Sailor Moon Serena is cool. You shouldn't be saying stuff like that, Rini. Yeah, I guess I really truly should not be saying things like that about her. No, you should not. I don't understand why you always make fun of her and put her down and stuff. I don't know what that's all about. I get it. In the beginning, you didn't know that she was your mother in the past. That could be forgiven. But after that, you just did it because you like to be irksome. That's why you do it afterwards. If that's true, how did you get your hair being pink? I don't know. I don't know. God gave me pink hair. Either that or I dyed it. Either that or I made it pink. Yeah, God gave you pink hair. That's what I'm going with. Yeah, probably right. So, your fault. So Serena, Darian, Queenling Serena, Kingling Darian, Young Queen Serenity, King Darian, and the upcoming New Heaven. They say they have these reckoners that you have no evilware to speak of anymore. So, and he didn't show me any of them. I guess he didn't have the time to show me any of them, or I guess I didn't have the things to do it. Well, mostly all they are just watches, like, on the wall. That's mostly it these days of what they are. But they're like really cool and everything. Yes. So they're like years and years ahead. And of what they do. Yeah, that's probably true. But at the end of the day, don't say this, don't tell anyone this, but I truly do love Serena. I do love Sailor Moon. Well, you should tell that. By any means, are the Sailor fighters going to get their COVID shot? Yeah, they are. And the upcoming, it's already been taken care of. And in New Heaven, that's already been dealt with a long time ago. It's already been dealing with. Actually, it was offshooted from the upcoming to the past. So you're telling me COVID came from the upcoming? It came from New Heaven. That some evildoer there made it and they got offshoot in the past. Yeah, something like that. So you really can't go through. So yeah, right now, God doesn't want anybody to go through time. Told Sailor Pluto, they went coming through time, and Lucifer gave them COVID. It's just going to really fuck things up. Yeah, I guess so. But then again, it's hard being the head of Reich and the head of Lawmote and upcoming land. Oh, well, you see, young Queen Serenity and King Darian, well, they may be the head of Reich. Well, then who's the head of Lawmote? Sailor Earth. Kingling Earth. Ah, all right, I get you then. Gotta put her back. Yep, this was the Sailor Mini Moon doll I got back in March. Oh. Well, that's it. I want to tell thank you to everyone coming on my YouTube live stream. And if you like that, then you can always watch the other film I make. But most likely I can't wouldn't put an end sheet to it until this actually fully fillets. But thank you for watching my YouTube live stream. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you tomorrow with another film.